Magnetic by nature is a great example of how 2D indie games should be made. It's simple but fun, and takes one mechanic that it does really well and uses it as much as it possibly can. That one mechanic is the magnet system. The way it works is simple. One button attracts and the other repulses. You can move your character with a joystick or a keyboard, and that's it. It works really well here. The player's movement is smooth and controls just like it should. The game does a great job of teaching you how to play before the levels get increasingly difficult. That said, there are 125 levels, each with their own unique challenge and design, spanned across 5 different zones. If that sounds like a large amount, it is. Sort of. Each level only takes about 30 to 45 seconds to beat, unless it's one of the more challenging levels towards the end of the game, where it could take up to about a couple minutes. I never found myself stuck for more than a couple minutes. Although this isn't a major issue because it keeps me engaged the whole way. There are a few difficulty spikes here and there which disrupt the overall pacing, but nothing too major that takes away from the experience. The visual style is superb and blends a simplistic sci-fi look with a hand-drawn industrial feel and nails it. The art works so well that I wish the developers would have done more with it. The opening cinematic is decent, but it isn't anything impressive. It's the only bit of story you'll ever get, and its only purpose is to set up the 5 zones. It would have been a great opportunity for the developers to introduce the world and make it more believable. It's mostly left up to our imagination to create the world ourselves. Technically, the game runs great and keeps a solid 60 FPS consistently. When I first launched the game though, the key bindings were completely messed up, and I had to spend a good 15 minutes just reconfiguring controls so I could play. There are dozens of useless input options too, which makes me wonder why the developers kept them in there in the first place when there are actually only a handful of buttons and commands used in the game at all. Then, once I launched the game, I had to wait about 20 minutes for it to register my username just so I could save to the leaderboards, which is the only online feature by the way. After researching it online, it seems many other gamers are having the same issue. Technical problems aside, Magnetic by nature is a fun game from start to finish. Its simple magnetic mechanic works very well and should serve as an example to other indie game developers creating 2D platformers. The game's full listed price is only $10, which makes this game a very easy recommendation to any casual gamer.